Hello, and welcome. Let's jump right into this because unless you've been hiding under a rock, which in these circumstances... Hello, and welcome. Let's jump right into this because unless you've been hiding under a rock, which in these circumstances might actually be a good thing, you've probably heard that we're on the brink of World War III and that the entire world is going to end, likely via a nuclear bomb, unless you share this or that post or donate money to some random online link or at the very least tweet a Ukrainian flag and a fist emoji. Basically, depending on which millisecond you are surfing the web, either everyone is dying in Ukraine or absolutely nobody is dying in Ukraine. We're all going to die in Ukraine until Putin dies in Ukraine, or Elon Musk turns on the Starlink, I think, or something. That's what I learned on Twitter, at least. Also, breaking news, I'm a Russian spy. I found out about that on Facebook, and you can imagine my surprise, because I've never even been to Russia. I don't speak Russian, and I certainly can't read Cyrillic, but I can read English, and Facebook posts have made it clear to me that both me and Tucker Carlson and plausibly every single American that voted for Donald Trump are secretly working for the Kremlin, all of us. And don't even get me started on the topic of Donald Trump. I mean, how much time do we have today? Okay, so Instagram informed me that actually this entire war is his fault because Putin is only doing what he is doing because Trump is not doing what he was doing and what Biden is not doing, I think. The point is that President Trump, as the obvious commander of us non-Russian speaking Kremlin operatives, somehow made Putin very happy while he was in office, but now Putin is not happy because Trump is not in office, and instead he's on a murderous rampage. But TikTok, now that's where the real education about this conflict is taking place. It was actually there that I learned in back-to-back 3-second clips that actually everybody is already dead. Great stuff. You guys should get on TikTok. The footage across all of these sites is extremely inspiring. For example, the brave assault from the lone jet fighter in Kiev who fought off all those Russians in the sky. The internet has even given him a name, the Ghost of Kiev. Also, did you happen to catch the video of that courageous little blonde girl? I mean, she must have just been 7 years old, but she walked right up to a Russian soldier that was occupying her street, and she started hitting him, telling him to leave her and to leave her family and her home alone. And that's the reason why I love the internet, because it can capture and it can spread beautiful moments like that. Moments that become trending hashtags that become national holidays that become movies that we celebrate well into the future, despite the minor detail that none of the events actually took place. As I said, it's a minor detail, but the Ghost of Kiev, yeah, the video is fake. It turns out that it was actually footage from a video game that somebody shared. And the brave little blonde girl that was defending her homeland in the streets, yeah, that footage was actually taken in 2009 in Palestine. But that's not the point. The point is that it makes us feel something in the moment. Feelings, not facts. I learned from the internet this weekend that that's how wartime propaganda works. We are all divided into the extreme category of either hero or villain, absent any nuisance, apparently, and any nuance, apparently I'm a villain. And the journalists write these sensational headlines, and it is our responsibility and duty to share them rapidly across our social media channels in an effort to show people the true mark of patriotism, which is acceptance. Just accept that your gas may reach $10 a gallon, and that your son or daughter might get sent to the war. Just accept that you're likely sending money that you don't really have to a fundraiser that will never reach the Ukrainian that it was intended for. In fact, that Ukrainian might actually be an Arabic-speaking Palestinian from 2009, but so what? Because patriotism, bro. Flag, fist emoji. And I know that I shouldn't ask this next question. It will probably implicate me further in my spy activities, but what happened to COVID? I mean, none of the people that I saw crossing into Poland or hiding in subways were wearing masks. And as a matter of housekeeping, are any of the soldiers vaxxed and boosted? I thought that the science was settled. Soldiers cannot perform their duties unless they are fully vaccinated against the virus. So I don't even understand where all these Russian soldiers are even coming from, or why Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci haven't said anything about President Zelensky's apparent refusal to wear a mask while briefing the rest of the world on the siege. It's COVID first and then everything else. Remember? Yesterday's propaganda said that we were fighting an invisible enemy and that we were all in this together. But today's propaganda says that we're fighting a physical enemy, and actually the Ukrainians kind of have to go at it alone. I can't really seem to make sense of any of it. It seems like a complete 180. Wait a minute. Didn't yesterday's propaganda insist that citizens must never be armed and that we need tighter restrictions on guns? Well, today it says that Ukrainians are being armed in droves by their government to defend their homeland and that we should be celebrating this. Well, which is it? And I swear, it was just a week ago that I was told that biological differences are not real and gender is a social construct. Yet today, I am being asked to donate to the women and children that are fleeing Ukraine for Poland. But what is a woman? How am I expected to donate to something that doesn't even exist? At the very least, amidst all of this insanity, there's one thing that has remained constant, and that is the fact that we are all going to die, no matter what, unless we do exactly as our government and media says. It's perpetual existential crisis unless, and that really is the glue that keeps this great nation together. We are united in one nonsensical state of emergency followed by another, which requires the never-ending understanding and economic sacrifice from us little people. That's all I've got for you guys. Now you're going to have to excuse me because I just downloaded Rosetta Stone and I'm off to do my part and learn Russian. Welcome to Candace.